This is the Nissan NP35, a new free mod for Assetto Corsa. It's based on a car that only ever had one race, and it lost that race in brutal fashion. So what makes this car such a pleasure to drive? Let's find out. One of the many cool things about the world of sim racing is the fact that we get to glimpse backward in time to cars, tracks, race series, or historical automotive moments that we may never have heard of, or to an extent we get to immerse ourselves in those moments and experience what it may have been like, or at the least learn some cool facts. This is exactly such a case. I was too young to be a fan of Group C cars while they were active, but since the cars are ubiquitous in the world of racing sims, I've learned to love the cars for the sheer brutality and the performance numbers that would intimidate drivers of any era. But even with my new love of Group C, I have to admit the Nissan P35 wasn't on my radar. The R89, 90, and 92 are some of my favorites, and well known to many fans from the class, but this NP35 is a little known gem. And there's a reason you've never heard of it. Because of budget cuts, Nissan scrapped the development of the P35 and only managed to field it in one race, under the name NP35 in the All Japan Sports Prototype Championship. They lost the race badly, like behind by 25 laps at the end badly. The team ended up 10th of 11 entries, which is very disappointing for a race car with Nissan's name behind it. In the lone doomed race, the car was plagued by mechanical issues, and Group C was dead by this point, so there was really no incentive to continue on with development. But thankfully, as sim racers, we're not concerned with mechanical or budget issues. Instead, we're able to crack open the racing history books and virtually experience what may have been for the NP35. The 35 in the name comes from the 3.5-liter displacement of the V12 engine. The power band is delivered in a smoother fashion than some other Group C cars in Assetto Corsa, and it has much better downforce than cars like the Sauber C9 or the Mazda 787B. These characteristics add up to a much more tame driving experience than what you're used to with Group C, so those who struggle with the cars may find respite with the NP35. The catch, however, is that all that downforce limits the car's top speed, so you'll need to time your attacks when racing Group C. You'll have a huge advantage when cornering, but keep an eye on your rearview mirror down the straightaways because a certain rotary engine beast has a score to settle with you. My appreciation for this cool mod comes in two parts. One, it's a great part of automotive history that was previously unknown to me, and two, it's just a really well done car. The visuals, sounds, and physics are all on point, and the way it drives is a fresh take on one of the most loved racing series of all time. The real-life NP35 did eventually rise from the ashes in a modified form as the X250. The car had been fitted with a Ferrari V8 engine in place of the V12, and the roof had been removed. The 250 in the name was a tribute to the 250 American employees who were out of work when the NP35 program was scrapped. But now, thanks to this mod, we have another tribute to the team's hard work. Thank you to Modern Stereo for the great work on this car. It's available on Race Department now, and even includes a bonus vehicle, which I'll leave as a surprise for you. For now, let's jump in the car and take it for a spin. Alright guys, so here we are in the pits at Mugello. NP35. Put in a couple laps here. And somewhat uncharacteristic of this channel, I've put a pedal app across the bottom, or at the bottom of the screen I should say. Reason being is I want to show you guys exactly how early you can get on the accelerator. You see me go full beans there. Tires aren't even warm yet. So therein lies the huge advantage of this car versus other Group Cs. You can just kind of mat it. The car is very pinned. Of course, in the NP35 form, this was not actually Group C. But close enough. Whoops, overshot that corner. But just a very forgiving car. So even overshooting the the corner as bad as I did, didn't really punish me too bad. It does require heel-toe shifting. If you guys saw my Group C video from Race Room, I didn't need to heel-toe shift those Group C cars. This NP35 does demand it. Awkward shift there, up into 6th gear. Now what's interesting about the 6 gears in this car actually, because I did a little research, and it looks like, at least in some competition, this car had a 6-speed sequential transmission. So if anybody knows if the NP35 in the All Japan series ran a sequential, because I'm thinking possibly they just got the name wrong. If this is meant to be Group C with a H-pattern shifter built to Group C standards, and this is actually the P35 as opposed to the NP35 that the mod creators called it. Just curious if that's the case or not. It's a blast to drive with the H pattern, don't get me wrong, I'm glad they went that way. But just curious if it's historically correct. Strictly for my own nerdy curiosity. Alright, we'll do one more lap after this one. I'm not really happy with this lap. Should be coming in somewhere around the 140 mark. I know we can beat that. I think we can get down into the 38s, 39s maybe. Oh man, and there goes my transmission. From 5th to 4th. At high speed, never a good idea. Alright, starting to get a bit of tire fade there. Alright, 2-footing it through here. Very fast, almost lost traction there. The car definitely has an edge, and you find that edge when you take curbs too aggressively. It seems to react very strongly to curbs. Alright, haven't seen if we're up or down on this lap. Lap is feeling pretty good. Again, full gas. Long before the track out is complete. Should be down in the 139s now. There we go, 139.5. Lots of room to improve, obviously. But that is the NP35. Very, very nice car. Pleasure to drive. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of it. Thanks, guys, so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.